It's a three-dimensional, high-quality, high-durable sticker.
It's not actually going to get cured until it's exposed to UV light.
Look at the colors. Like Rob just said, how could engraving come close to that? Hey DecoNetwork members, Business Development Manager Zach Dewhurst here with Rob Super from American Print and Supply. How's it going, Rob?
Hey, we're doing good, man. Day three.
Day three of the show.
It's been a long couple days, but we're happy to be here and excited to close out the day strong. Yeah.
Colin and I came up and visited you guys up in Illinois.
Yeah.
Really cool cut and sew, all over sublimation printing, DTF, whether it be heat transfer. And what are we looking at behind me?
UV DTF. So this is a pretty new technology, and we're really excited about it just because now we're adding another tool to the tool chest that covers a whole gamut of products that we didn't hit before. This is your hard goods. DTF, traditional DTF, is more for your soft goods, your apparels, things like that. Now we're talking hard goods. So why is it UV DTF? At the end of the day, we're still printing directly to film. So this is a UV cured ink, but it's still going on a film substrate. So we're printing directly to film. We're not actually printing directly to the product. So why is it UV? Well, this ink is a particular ink. It's aqueous based. It's not actually going to get cured until it's exposed to UV light. So if you stare at the blue light here for a little too long, you might go blind, but it's actually UV DTF ink. So what's happening is the UV light is actually curing the ink, hardening it, and then we're applying a varnish on top of that. So the varnish is actually what's going to protect the ink, but also give it that high gloss look. So you can do low gloss, you can do semi-gloss, or you can do a high gloss type setting. It all really depends on your varnish. Let's go ahead and flip this down so we can look at some of the mechanics of the printer here.
I mean, UV DTF sticker, right?
Yeah, correct.
I mean, that's what you're seeing a lot of products be branded with, and just it's a three-dimensional, high-quality, high-durable sticker. Long Beach, biggest show to start the year, January. Didn't see a UV DTF printer. A few months ago, Fort Worth, I saw more UV DTF printers than DTG printers. We're here at this expo. I see a lot. One thing I have seen is it's a lot of sticker shock for a lot of these.
Right.
And again, I'm a little biased. I really like Rob at American Print and Supply. He does a great job with everything he does. What is this retailing for?
Right at 17.
17.
Yep.
That's significantly less what I've been hearing from these other booths.
Yeah, this is an absolute little workhorse too. We've been R&Ding this for 8 or 9 months now, just torture testing it. And it's exceeded all of our expectations. Really love the compact footprint. What you see here is your footprint. There's no heating element like the traditional DTF. This is all it is. It's traditional ink tanks. This is an A2 size, so this is a 17-inch, maybe 16 to 16.5-inch print width, depending on your margins, and then your take-up reel. That's all you have in a footprint. You can see Jay here. Being the tinkerer he is, went ahead and put a computer stand on here. So really everything you need to run this is right here in this compact footprint.
What about exhaust?
We don't have any exhaust because we're not using a heating element. So there is no discharge like there is on a traditional DTF machine where you're heating the powder and the film and you're releasing some condensation. None of that's happening here, so we have no exhaust.
Well, most of us in the industry start in our basement, our garage, or even in a bedroom. Can I throw this thing in a bedroom and be printing with it?
I don't know that I want to sleep next to it, so I'm going to be staring at the light all day long. But yeah, this would be something you could roll into your home office and actually probably work. This is also a little more set it and forget it than your traditional DTF because we don't have the heating element, we don't have the tracking of the film. It's you can see right now we haven't touched it. It's running. Jay he loves to say that he walked away, took a nap for 3 hours one day, came back and his prints were done. So this is getting closer and closer to a set it and forget it type setting as opposed to your traditional DTF, which is more printer maintained. I've got to stay there and kind of keep an eye on it, make sure things are going smoothly.
It's going too fast. It's got the heating element. I mean, that could cause problems.
Right, absolutely. So let's talk about some of the nuance of the machine. What's different about a UV DTF as opposed to traditional? So if you come around here to the back side, one of the things I want to highlight is the ink tanks. You look at this and go, wow, okay, they're black. That's interesting. Traditionally you see a clear tank so you can see the ink inside of it. These are black for a reason, because what is light? Well, it's got UV in it. So if these were clear, they'd be exposed to UV light and they'd start to cure and harden with time. Same with the lines here. These lines are blacked out. So anywhere the ink touches, we want it blacked out. So tanks, lines, all the way to the print head. So they are a UV specific print head.
And I see that we have not only CMYK, your traditional full color, light cyan, light magenta really opens up the color gamut.
Extended color gamut, absolutely, yeah. You can see some of the vibrancy here. I'll hold it up for the camera. It really pops. With the extra light cyan, light magenta, you can hit an extended color gamut and really go into the depth on the detail with your designs.
I see white, I see varnish, and then what's VR?
All right, so what you're seeing here additionally is a white, of course, so that's for our white coloring, similar to you would in a DTF traditional setting. The varnish is the topping that we were talking about earlier, so that's giving its gloss. That's also protecting the ink and the durability of it. The VR is a glue, so this is actually a 4-head machine. Right now we're running with 3 heads, and the reason we're doing that is we're using an AB sheet. The AB sheet has 2 sides to it. Side A is your print sheet, and that also has our glue on it. That's our adhesive. So when we do it, this is a peel and stick graphic. No heat's applied. It's a peel and stick. So on the A sheet, we have our adhesive. We're printing directly to that. The B side is the laminate sheet. And what happens when we transfer is we're going to peel this back. Let's see if I can do this here. I'm terrible at this. I got fumble fingers.
Yeah, you got to have those.
Yeah.
The girls are better at doing it with their nails and the small hands. It's the hardest part of the whole process.
So there we go. So we got it peeled back. You can see it's going to peel on the B side. So this is just a transfer sheet. That's all that's doing here. The reason it's clear is obviously we want to be able to line it up on our product when we go to place it. One of the questions Zach asked me earlier is, oh, I've seen these. I've seen double clear and I've seen single clear with the white backing. What's the difference? Well, in our opinion, there's not a lot of difference. I've had better results with the paper white backing as opposed to the clear backing. And one of the benefits you could say with the double clear, alignment. So if you can imagine your alignment's a little bit off on the white background, it's really hard to see because of the white ink doesn't really show on the white backing. One of the things you can do if you do have a white backed A side, you can basically print a couple designs off, peel it off, stick it to something with a high contrast and see, hey, is my white registering out of line? One thing to note too, similar to your traditional DTF, everywhere you have color, you have a white backing. So see how we have white on the back of this. Of course, it's doing the white registration in the front of the design on the colors, but on the back, it's saturating everywhere. So we do have a choke on this like your traditional DTF. He's probably running a couple pixel choke here. These designs tend to be a little bit smaller, right? We don't traditionally see a 14 by 14 inch decal we're going to stick on something, but
well, and what I see this being a game changer in our market, especially in this room, promotional products.
Right.
Promotional products have a much higher run. I mean, you have a much higher minimum, and just with like DTG and DTF, the expectations, customers want a billion colors on a few amount of pieces, and I don't mind sitting on blank promo products that don't come in different sizes and colors like t-shirts do. I mean, they do come in different sizes and colors, but there's not as many different variables. I don't mind sitting on this and then buying transfers or printing them myself, and then just on-demand application works really well. And
it's I think the finished product too. When you look at what we would typically do with this, right? We'd probably
engrave it,
laser etch it, right? And you're not going to get the same effect that you would with the full color graphic on here. And I think that's what people are really excited about, is the ability to offer that full color, especially with your light cyan and light magenta. It really pops. It gives it a great look and feel, and it's just really that added extra element that gives it a higher perceived value. And
it's very durable, right, Rob?
Correct.
I mean, like you guys have done a lot of wash tests. We stopped by your other American Print and Supply booth, and oh gosh, I'm gonna make this look hard.
And fumbling in the same.
What one of your guys told me was somebody put one of these on their car and went through the car wash over and over and over again, and it's holding up. But you peel, you stick, I was doing this with my 3-year-old daughter. I came in from the shop and I had some of the transfers and she's like, Dad, you brought me stickers. It was like, yeah, don't be putting these on things. So now we've got a bunch of my logos on all of our toys. And peel, stick, pull.
Boom, there we go.
Rob, dishwasher safe. I mean, look at the colors. Like Rob just said, how could engraving come close to that? And it's just becoming very popular overnight. But your $17,000 price point is much better than anybody else I've seen at the last couple of shows. Because, I mean, I'm seeing 30 to 40K on some of these machines, and it's eye-opening. And again, some people would say, well, this doesn't print as fast as these DTF printers. Well, the average DTF print is like this big, this much smaller. This is plenty fast to do it, and it's a workhorse,
I would say this is 90% of your customer, our customer base fall into this sweet spot of this. I don't need a big 24-inch or even wider format than that. Like we said, we're not going to make huge graphics that we're applying to something. It doesn't really make sense for this application.
How wide is the
So it's a 17-inch film.
17-inch.
Yeah, so it's about, a little over 16 usable depending on your margins. And the speed-wise, again, the smaller designs, 1 inch by 1 inch, 2 inch by 2 inch. One of the unique applications I heard the other day, the lady was using this to print fingernail designs and basically put it on the fingernails for like a 3D fingernail. And you can imagine the hold up on that. Yeah, so she's got a little, less than a square foot, selling it for 15, 20 bucks. And these women are putting these on the nails and wearing it. So a lot of cool applications, think about things like, a hard hat on the job site now instead of a traditional vinyl.
I told somebody about that. Yeah. They had a big contract who had all these hard hats.
Right.
They didn't know UV DTF existed. I mean, that's why we're making this video. We're trying to inform customers. One of my favorite things about DTF and UV, you can build up your demand before you have to justify pulling the trigger, buying your own piece of equipment. I mean, you can outsource these to a lot of shops.
Yeah, just like your traditional DTF, you can buy transfers, comes in a roll or even pre-cut, comes to you, then it's simple peel and stick. So small workforce, you can have a really high output. Probably not great to hire Zach and I for that because as you saw, we're both terrible at applying a label here and peeling it. But you can get really proficient at it and create fixtures and stuff to help you do with alignments and get these things looking nice.
And again, once you start spending hundreds of dollars a month, thousands through the years, you've built up your demand to pull the trigger yourself. But buying the transfers, I mean, it's extremely affordable. It's a lot easier than paying some big setup fee for a direct UV job or an engraving or screen print onto one of those promotional products. And I mean, virtually anything that one of the promo suppliers like Alpha Broder sells, you could print a sticker.
That's actually where this, this came right off Alpha Broder right here. It said, hey, let's try some of their promo products. And you can see the other thing too, curved surfaces, irregular surfaces. We've had a lot of great success with that. I love to show people this phone case here. You can see my edges here, how worn they are. I've been abusing this thing and it's been holding up great. Wow. The stuff plants need. Rondo.
Los polos hermanos. Well, Rob, UV DTF is super cool. Anybody has any questions, they can hit you up at American Print Supply.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Happy to help.
Rob's a great guy.
We got a great team. We love giving information out because we're super excited about this technology and traditional DTF. Hit us up for any questions. Just want to talk and you're having issues, we're happy to help. We're also adding American Print Supplies all over sublimation products to the DecoNetwork catalog, and then you can even outsource those orders to Rob. Check out our video on all over sublimation, cut and sew. Rob's a professional at it. He knows what he's doing. Great output product. Great guy. If you have any questions about DTF, check out American Print Supply. Thanks Rob. Yep.